and you get trained how to do your job. I mean, you all have to be licensed and go to school and learn how to do the job of being an accountant. And if you're really good at it, you eventually get promoted. And you eventually get promoted to a position where you're now responsible for the people who do the job you used to do. But the problem is they don't give us any training how to do that. You know? And senior people are thinking about entirely different things. They're thinking about the firm, they're thinking about strategy. And the problem is, so you have this middle group that's in this sort of weird mix where they have to be strategic but not majority strategic, and they have to be tactical but they're not majority tactical, and they have to translate what's going up here to down there and down here to up here, and most things break in the middle. Because I'll meet firms where the leadership's amazing and they're visionary and they care about people and they want to do the right thing, and then I go down to the front line and they're like, yeah, this place is the worst. And so I'm like, what happened between here and there? And it's the middle. Most things break in the middle. And so I think there are two factors. One is, we don't train people how to lead, right? So as I said before, when you were junior, we have to know what to do. We just do our jobs, we have to be good at it. And as we become leaders in this middle management, we're now transitioning to this job. We're now responsible for the people who do the job we used to do, but nobody is teaching us listening. Nobody's teaching us communication skills. Nobody's teaching us effective confrontation. Nobody's teaching us how to give and receive feedback. Nobody's actually teaching us leadership. So this is why we get managers and not leaders. And like, you would never ask somebody to do anything in accounting without showing them how to do it. Ever. Bad idea, right? So why on earth do we think that we can just promote someone to a leadership position and expect that they know what to do without showing them how to do it? So that's problem number one, is the total vacuum in some cases, or just really minimal amounts of leadership training. And it needs to be robust. The other problem that I come across very often is I get some really wonderful self-taught leaders in middle management. They're reading books, they're going to conferences themselves, they're watching TED Talks. I mean, they're students of leadership, they have mentors. I mean, they're really making a go of it, and they complain that the senior management, all they care about is the quarterly earnings. And so the problem we have there is they're trying so hard to do the right thing, but management really doesn't care. So that's the opposite, right? And in those cases, I generally recommend that the right thing to do, I mean, quitting is always an option, but that's not necessarily the best option or the first option. But I always recommend to be the leader you wish you had, which is, I get the question, it is one of the, if not the most common question I get, which is, what do I do when I'm trying to do the right thing and my boss or my boss's boss or my boss's boss's boss just don't get it, you know? All they care about is money before people. And the answer is, you can't control what you can't control. So worry about the people around you. Worry about the people to the sides of you, a level below you, even a level above you, and you be the leader you wish you had. And what you start to find in those pockets is these magical little diamonds in the rough appear. We worked with a large technology company, and we worked with a group where that's exactly what we did. We developed this whole leadership thing just for this little group in the middle. And yes, they started to do better, and their numbers went better, and the group expanded, and blah, 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 all the things you'd expect to happen. But one thing we didn't expect is that the phone started ringing off the hook from other people in the firm asking, can I get a job in your group? Because when the people who worked in this group would go out for lunch with their friends who worked in other groups, you know, how's work today? Amazing.
Different stories, right?
Different stories. And all of a sudden, word spread across this 80,000 person company. And this was only a group of 150 people. Word spread across this 80,000 person company that everybody was trying to get into this group just because they wanted to work in it, because you had good leadership.
When I was writing Leaders Eat Last, I got to the point where I couldn't do it. It was too difficult. I couldn't organize all the information. It was just too complicated. I couldn't do it, and I'd been trying for months. I probably missed multiple deadlines. And I was sitting at my computer, and I decided that I had to give up. I couldn't do it. And so I got up and went for a walk, and I was literally planning my exit. I was going through the steps, I was going through the checklist of quitting. I knew that I would have to give my advance back to the publisher, because technically I'm in breach. I knew that I would be humiliated, but I was preparing myself for it, and that I would get over it. I was also rationalizing that it was okay to quit. I told myself there are thousands, 10,000 books published every single year. No one will miss this one book. And I literally went through the steps to prepare myself for what I had to do to quit. I'm not sure why I did this, but I called a friend of mine who at the time was in the Air Force Special Forces, and I don't even think I said hello when he picked up the phone. I simply asked the question, what do you do when you can't complete the mission? And as is his habit, he just started telling me a story. He was a helicopter pilot, and they had a mission in Afghanistan that was a suicide mission. All the intelligence showed that the air defenses were just too great, and none of them were going to come out alive. And it wasn't going to be one of those kill Hitler missions where we're all going to die, but we'll kill Hitler. This is like we're all going to die, and the mission will also fail. And he was preparing his helicopter for this mission, and his wingman turned to him and said, what do we do? We've got wives, we've got kids. Do we refuse to go? What do we do? And my friend turned to him and he said, this is what we signed up for. We go. He asked me, he said, is this book more or less powerful than Start With Why? I said, the research has impacted me greater. It's more powerful. He says, all right, I'm going to tell you a funny story. Before I met you, I'd become disillusioned with the Air Force and I was going to quit. And I found this kooky little book called Start With Why, and it completely re-inspired me. And I decided to stay, and I'm a better leader now than I was before because of that book. And if you're saying that this book is more powerful than the first one, then we need this book. He said, this is what you signed up for. You have no choice. Clearly his mission was scrapped at the last minute. The underlying message of this is what you signed up for, you have no choice, wasn't a mean message. The underlying message was, and I will be here with you. The underlying message was, no matter what, you can call me at any time. I've got your back. And that's the important part. I turned around, went back to my desk, and finished writing that book. Not that night. I mean, it took me months, but I never thought of quitting ever again. As soon as I knew that someone was there, someone had my back. There's too much debate about what's the difference between vision and mission, right? There's no standardized definitions of these things. Some people have one of them, some people have both of them. Nobody is sure which one goes first. And I'm not willing to step into that debate. I think it's silly. And so I believe in the just cause, which is this affirmative statement of a future state that does not yet exist that I will commit my business to help build, right? You can call it vision if you want, but I like the term just cause because it holds a higher standard. It's a cause so just that I would be willing to sacrifice for it. Sacrifice could mean turning down a client. That's free money. It could, because they don't believe what I believe. Sacrifice could mean spending time away from my family. It could mean taking business trips. It could mean turning down a job somewhere else that could pay me more money because I want to do this. I believe in this. And if any of you have vision statements for your businesses, if you have a just cause, a cause so just that your people would sacrifice for it, I have a test. It's a very simple test of 3 things that if you can pass all these 3 things, you have a vision, you have a just cause worthy of playing in the infinite game, right? So I'll run through them quickly, then I'll explain them. Your vision, your just cause must be resilient, it must be inclusive, and it must be service-oriented. Okay, so resilient means that your vision, your just cause, can withstand cultural, political, or technological change, right? Which means when I hear people say, to be the best technology, well, that's not going to sustain through technological change. Think about how many businesses went like this simply because the internet was invented, right? So it has to, your cause has to be written in terms that is durable, that is resilient through technological, political, and cultural change. That's number 1. Number 2, it has to be inclusive, which means it's the very words that you choose are an invitation to those who believe what you believe, whether they're internal or external, right? They're an invitation to anyone who wants to contribute to what you believe. So, for example, if you talk about to build the best travel website, let's just say, right? That means the only people who would want to volunteer to be a part of it are people who build travel websites, or people who build websites. That means if you're an accountant, if you're somebody in back office, if you're somewhere in the support, you've literally made me feel like a second-class citizen in my own company, right? So it has to be written in terms that anybody, no matter what job they play, feels like they could contribute directly to that cause. So it has to be inclusive. And the third one is my favorite one, is it has to be service-oriented. In all relationships, there's always a benefactor and a contributor and a benefactor. So if I go to my boss for advice, career advice, I expect that her advice to me will benefit me, right? I want to be the benefactor of that contribution. If they're giving me advice, if she only gives me advice that benefits her career,
Right.
well, that means the primary benefit of her advice was her, not me. So service orientation means that the primary benefit goes to those other than the contributor. So if you're the leader, that means the primary benefit of leadership has to go to those other than the leader themselves. You cannot make decisions to enrich yourself. You have to make decisions to help those that you lead. Now, you absolutely can make money, you can absolutely have ambition, those things are fine, but not as the primary benefit, right? A salesperson cannot make a sale simply to drive their own bonus. They have to make the sale to help the person get what they're trying to buy. The primary benefit. If you're an investor, the primary benefit of your investment has to go to someone other than yourself, i.e. the company you're investing in. And if you're the company, the primary benefit of one of your company's sales, the primary benefit has to go to those other than the contributor, which is yourself, means it has to go to the customer, it has to go to the client. So your vision statement needs to pass.
Hi guys, warm welcome. Good morning, everyone. And I hope you all are superbly fine, fantastic, in good health, and are really serious about this business called Rain BNB. That's why you all are, most of you are always here, but I don't find many of you who are in your team. And that's the irony, actually. That's the irony, because this is going to decide whether you are going to be big, successful entrepreneurs in Rain BNB or not. I keep saying, ladies and gentlemen, that your network is your net worth in your life. If you have the dream, you can only fulfill them when you have a team. So when your team is not there, when your network is not there, they are not coming for meetings and trainings, then your net worth is always going to be average. You know, why the Asian communities, especially the Indians, are so successful in Rain BNB, why they have earned over 500, 100, 700,000 BNB. Why not the rest of the world? When I was very new in network marketing, I got a chance to read one book, and it was well explained in that book in a class of 20, 30, 40, 50 students, depending upon the country where you are living in. The teacher teaches the same subject, same content, same syllabus to each and every student. The environment is same, school, college, universities are same, content is same teacher, but the one student tops. One student gets and secures the top position, the other one second, third, and many of them, they get the average marks. Why? In sales and marketing division, in insurance sector, same product, same shopping complex, same company, same kind of atmosphere, people living in the same city, similar kind of weather conditions, everything remains same compensation plan, benefits for the sales man. But how does one salesman really does a lot of selling, the top awardee achievers, and the rest are mediocre? What makes them totally special, unique from the rest? You got to ask this question. Same thing in Rain BNB. It's not only the Indians are ruling this concept, but there are people who are from Africa, who are from Europe, who are from America, Latin America, other countries. There are many of them who have earned 30, 40, 50, 100, 200 BNB. In fact, from Africa also, people have made more than 150 BNB. You don't know them. They work secretly. They don't want to come into the limelight. It's truth. It's truth. It's true. But why the rest of the people are not earning that well? Where is what wrong? You need to ask this question today. Don't answer me, but you must ask this question yourself. What you are doing here, why you are here, and what exactly you want to achieve from this platform. See, primarily, we are here to make lots of money, lots of BNBs, which can really help us to acquire a lot of euros, dollars, your country currencies, whatever, wherever you are from. So the idea here is to collect so many BNBs. But are we collecting, are we earning those number of BNBs that we have joined this for? The big question is this, and if we are not able to do so, then why are we here? What is the purpose, objective, motto for joining us, being here, working for Rain BNB system? This is the big question you need to ask yourself today. Because we are in the middle of the 4th month. Only 7.5 months are going to be left. The way these 4.5 months have gone, I'm sure the next 7.5 months will also pass by. If you're not going to be serious, 2025 is not going to be memorable, powerful, and profitable for most of you. Trust me. I don't want to talk anything negative, but sometimes we need to see ourselves in the mirror, and people need to show others the mirror. It's important today. Where is something or that thing is missing? Why we are not performing? Why we are not achieving big results? What is the demerits, the shortcomings within us, which is stopping us from getting that kind of success? Why we are still holding the place and position we must have got rid of long time back? We need to ask this question. The company, the platform, the system is same. The compensation plan is same. And I believe, since I have started working since 2016 onwards, internationally, globally, I believe one thing truly: whether you live in X, Y, Z, ABC continent, country, people all are same, irrespective of the fact they follow this different religion, faith. They have different cultures, different food habits, but their temperament, mindset, ability to think and deliver remains same. Trust me. I've been working with Asian, African, European, American, Latin Americans, Arabic, all these people. They all have similar kind of mindset, same kind of behavior, more or less. Although they are following different faith, different cultures, different food habits, different living style and standards, but as far as the humanity is concerned, they all are alike. They all are alike. Whether you live in this part of the world or that part of the world or here or there, it doesn't matter. That's my personal experience. 9 years. I've been working internationally, globally. So what is missing? And I would like to ask this question today. What do you think? What is really missing within you that is stopping you from getting big success in Rain BNB? Many of you, I can see, are always regular attendees of my training sessions, presentations. Are you doing the required adequate activities which are responsible for your success? Or you are just coming for the meetings and trainings? Maybe you like this, but what is the purpose for coming for this meeting or maybe joining Rain BNB? What was the main cause, reason why you joined the system? I told several times I joined the system, of course, to earn a lot of BNBs, firstly. Secondly, of course, to help others to earn those kind of BNBs, which I am really looking for from the platform. That was the second reason. In fact, my second reason is the most important one and the main priority, because I believe in, if I help others to achieve what they really want, I will automatically going to achieve what I really want based on those people's achievements. And this is what I have experienced and got so far in last 8 months time. In my team, a lot of people have made so many BNBs from this platform, and on virtue of that, I am sitting over 700 BNBs earning in last 8 months on an average of almost 90 plus BNB in a month. It's not a small amount, ladies and gentlemen. Do calculate in your country currency how much this worth is. Actually over 700 BNB, a little over 700, 710 or so BNBs. How much does it worth in your country currency, local currency? It's a huge sum of money. Many people don't save that kind of income in their entire lifetime. Many of them don't earn this kind of income in their entire lifetime. And because of the power and the, uniqueness of this system, many people like me and others have earned this kind of system. So we need to ask this question. I want you to become responsive today, and chat box is open. Think about for a minute and ask yourself, what is holding you back? What is stopping you? What was your goal? Why you joined Rain BNB? Why haven't you earned even 10 BNB so far in last 3 months, 4 months, 6 months time? What was the reason? Let's explore. Let's have this today. For a minute, I am just allowing you, permitting you to close your eyes, think about it, and respond to me in the chat box. I'm waiting. And don't become, unresponsive. Answer your feelings in the chat box. I will not quote your name and to tell anyone here. I'll just read. Okay, thank you so much. Over to you guys. Waiting for your response through the chat box. We have almost a minute. Okay, only 3 people have responded. That is also very nasty thing, I must tell you. Those who I am the first time attendee on invitation, okay, no problem. Andres, Stephen, help myself and friends. That was the reason you joined Rain BNB, okay. But are you doing enough to help yourself? Firstly, there is an announcement always in the aircraft when we travel from one place to another. When there is a lack of oxygen in the cabin, you need to use the mask. And first help yourself, then try to assist others. So helping yourself first is everybody's priority. When you are going through a forest or jungle, maybe 2 friends together, and suddenly you find some lion, a tiger in front of you, what you will do? First, definitely you will try your best to help yourself, to get yourself rescued, so that the lion or tiger doesn't attack on you. You're not going to help other. Okay. So in life, always remember one thing. We are first taking care of ourselves. That's a human nature, human instinct. You cannot change it. So definitely Mr. Turia, I'm not presenting Rain BNB to a good number of people. Why? This is the problem, actually. So only 3 people responded. And how about others, guys? This is the irony, actually. This is the problem. See, actually, if you are not going to take action, if you're not going to evaluate your performance, if you're not going to, be vocal about your day-to-day activities pertaining to Rain BNB, you're not going to get results. No matter how good the trainer instructor keeps coming and talking all good things, it will appear to you as nonsense. Trust me, because everyone is going to be motivated at the end of the day what kind of income you are going to make from the platform. In fact, 2-3 days back, I put one status on my WhatsApp account that 97 to 98% people in this world are having a deficiency of vitamin M. Trust me, 97 to 98% people of this world are vitamin M deficient. M stands for money. If you are having a deficiency of vitamin A, B, C, D, no problem. You can take supplement, the capsules, the tablet, the injections are already there, manufactured by the pharmaceutical companies. You can, cure your deficiency of vitamin A, B, C, D. But there is no injection, tablets, capsules for vitamin M deficient people. We have the solution through Rain BNB, trust me. There are maybe other avenues, but those are not as simple, as easy as Rain BNB system. But still, a lot of us are waiting for things to happen. We always put all good things on our Instagram account, Facebook account, WhatsApp account, different kinds of inspirational, motivational posts, banners to motivate others. But are you doing good enough to achieve what you have been talking and sharing about others to other people? Why don't you make yourself so that the others are going to talk about your results, your success through the social media accounts of themselves? Are you doing enough so that you become successful using this platform? That's a big question. Coming for the meeting is not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Many of the guys are not coming for the meeting, so they are the worst. I must tell you. I keep talking about that. We have the best brand of mobile phone. But if that mobile phone is discharged, no matter how many good apps are installed, downloaded in that mobile phone, it's of no use. There is no good thing you can do using that mobile phone. But if you plug in and get it charged 100%, definitely it's going to be a big tool. You can do a lot of activities, multitasking. So as the human being is, no matter how talented you are, how intelligent you are, how much informed, aware you are, but if you are not going to implement the knowledge and trainings and things which you have got within yourself, it's of no use. All the talented people have failed miserably in this world, trust me. All the people whom you see as the big successful people, they were average people. They were mediocre people. They were hand-to-mouth people. They became so successful because of sheer passion, patience, and the regular, continuous, disciplined, dedicated, committed approach towards their work. They were not talented, gifted people. They were not having resources. You just go to YouTube, Google, do the Google search, YouTube search, all the 10, 50, 100, 200, 500,000 successful people you see in last 100 years. They were mediocre, they were average, they were uneducated, they were not talented people. They really, had the rags to riches story in their lives. They ran from pillar to post. They were not having any resources, no godfather. They built up themselves by working hard, working smartly, taking right decision at the right time, working on a right idea. Now here we have a right platform, right idea in the name of Rain BNB. The starting cost is also so low. Getting someone registered with beginner package and upgrading immediately to ambassador, pioneer, or mentor is not going to cost a hell. No running operational cost here. The only thing is that we need to work. We need to work. And in terms of working, what exactly you are to do? You just need to operate this business from home and to recommend few people about this opportunity. That's it. We are into one of the easiest business domain. A lot of activities, a lot of businesses you are seeing across the world. Somebody is selling this, somebody is selling that, somebody is selling, other thing. But what we are selling here, we are selling dreams. And it is much easy for anyone to sell the dreams. We are dream sellers. We sell dreams. We tell people you can fulfill your dream using our platform. You can be what you really want to be. We are not selling any product. We are selling dreams. We do have the product, and our product is money. Our product is money. We are selling along with the dream, the money. If I tell you I'm going to give you $100 at a cost of just $50, how many of you will buy? I'm sure everyone will. I'm going to give you 100 USD at a cost of just 50 USD. Give me 50 USD, I'll give you 100 USD. We are into that business, ladies and gentlemen. Without investing any money, you are here to earn BNBs. You are here to earn a lot of BNBs. And euro, ringgit, rand, other currencies of different countries are going to be affected by inflation, deflation, all these things. But cryptocurrencies are not going to be affected to that extent. And we have seen recently, the world is really getting impacted, affected by the war, the trade war, the tariff war that is really going on between and among different countries. We have seen people losing millions and billions of dollars in just few days, weeks time. Stock prices have really gone down, the commodities prices, the crude oil prices, everything has gone really down. But as far as the crypto markets are concerned, it showed a big resilience. It didn't go down as the people expected. The Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the BNB is still very stable price-wise. So the world is really believing into cryptocurrencies. And we are so fortunate being a part of Rain BNB system, having a tried tested platform using which we can make lots of cryptocurrencies in the form of BNB. And using this BNB, you can have Bitcoin, you can have Ethereum, you can have Solana, you can have Ripple, any top 10 coins you can put into your portfolio. But how it's going to happen? It is going to happen when you are going to take action and going to build up your community. But unfortunately, I regret to share with you, I don't see any improvements in majority of the people's activity. And because of that, the productivity is not coming. We must take action on daily, regular basis to do some activity so that we produce results for ourselves, for our team members. Stop giving excuses. Excuses like people don't have money, I don't have time. In my country, people are lazy. I hear this lame excuse from people. In my country, people are lazy. This is the lame excuse. In every country, people are lazy. But it is our duty to make them crazy. I have made many of my downlines really crazy. And that's the reason they have been working. And they are in different parts of the world, not in any particular country. They are crazy about Airbnb. From laziness, I drove them to become and enter into craziness zone. You too can do that. But are you crazy? The problem is that you all are not crazy about this business. You need to develop that attitude and instinct within yourself to be so crazy about this platform. If you're really living this platform business, then you can make others live also every moment. If you're here for some hobby kind of thing, some part-time thing, okay, let's have a try, let's see what will happen. If your approach is casual, definitely you will get the casual results. I shared in some of the groups before the start of this meeting, people are earning from 64 level, 45 levels, 82nd level, earning the rank upgrade bonus. No, you have a choice and chance in Rain BNB to earn up till 360 levels, the rank upgrade bonus. You don't know somebody, but that person is upgrading and you are receiving the bonus. You have not given the presentation, you have not coached them, you have not, given them any assistance, help, support, but still you are been earning from them. What kind of business is this? Absolutely remarkable, marvelous. No other business in the world can give you this kind of passive income, wherein you are making profits from the system and platform, but from where the profit is coming, you don't know the source. You don't know the source. If you're making money in cryptos, if you're making money in stocks, you know from where the profit you are going to make. If you are lent your property, if you are, let your property on rental, you know from where the passive income is coming to you. If you have invested in some, land, some, other assets, when you sell them off, you know from where the profit is coming. But Rain BNB is a system from where you are earning the profit, you are not able to make out. People whom you don't know, whom maybe perhaps in future you will never meet them, but still they are making you rich. Which business can give you? We need to understand, guys. You need to understand this. It's an amazingly designed platform. And as I always say, this is just the tip of an iceberg. We are in next 4 to 6 months going to have lot many things. But in order to get benefited from the future projects which will be launched in next 4 to 6 months, you need to have good number of active communities within you. Then only you can monetize in a big way. And your team can also monetize accordingly. But if you don't have an active community, it will be of no use. It is something like that. It is something like that when you had hair on your head, you were not having comb. And now the hair, you have become bald, you have lost all your hair, then you have got an expensive comb. It is of no use. So, try to focus on to build up the community. Your community is only going to give you everything what you deserve and desire in your real life. Look into the history of any successful business person life. They are what they are today because of the power of the people they have with themselves in the form of customers, clients, users, communities, whatever. It denotes people. People's power you need to have behind you, with you, for you. That's the way. Okay, and why a lot of people are still ordinary here, why they are not getting successful, I'll tell you the reasons today. And I'm just going through some of the chat people have texted me, so just let me read them. Okay. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you the blunders. It's not mistakes. Blunders are the biggest mistake. In fact, I would say it's a crime. There is a mistake, then there is a blunder, and there is a, bigger blunder, I would say. That is crime. Crime means you're doing some crime to yourself by not following, even though you know that you must do this, you must do that, even though you are not working, taking action, then it becomes not mistakes and blunders. It will come into the category of crime. Crime to yourself, crime to your family, because had you done that, certain types of activities and actions that would have given you the freedom, that would have given you that kind of income you have always desired and deserved for. But you didn't do it, so that's the reason you're not having them. So you have done crime to yourself and to your family, especially your kids and your wives. So, the biggest mistakes what people have been making in Airbnb, I'll tell you why. Because they have been applying too much of their own brain, which I would advise them not to apply, because too much of analysis always leads to paralysis. Apply your brain only to that extent what it is required and needed. If you're going to over apply your brain, definitely, if you're going to over exercise, definitely you're going to have cardiac arrest. So don't do anything and overindulge yourself in something. So why people are not getting successful in Airbnb? Let me share with you some reasons. Maybe it can be an eye opener for many of you today. I see a lot of people who were doing so well in Airbnb earlier, but they are no longer active here. They have lost the touch. They have got misguided. They are, they were applying their own brain, and so they have lost, everything what they were getting from Airbnb. First of all, after getting a little bit of success, people are filled with egos. Egos are our biggest enemies. If you have ego, definitely it is going to put you always down. This is the biggest enemy. I don't have ego. When my downline does not respond, I don't feel bad. When my downline says something unpleasant, I have no grievance against that person. So, a lot of people are not doing well in Airbnb because they are suffering from big ego. And that is the enemy as far as their success is concerned. When you call up your upline, your downline, they are not responding, they are not working, they are not coming for meeting. Out of the ego, you think they are worthless. And you don't reach out to them, you don't call them back, you don't, get yourself corrected and, in touch with them. So when you are doing and thinking of that sort, definitely you are going more harm to yourself than to others. Secondly, a lot of people, they have their own way of working. They have their own standard to think and to respond, about certain activities based on the response they have been getting from people. I always believe, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of business, what we are into, Airbnb, affiliate marketing, network marketing, is a system wherein you must follow your competent upline. The upline who can guide you well, who are always with you in your tough times, in your hard times, who are always guide, help and support you, train you, educate you, aware you, give all kind of assistance so that you can become better, you can grow yourself, you can, have positive mindset. So you need to follow someone. Network marketing, affiliate marketing, referral marketing is a kind of business you don't have to apply your policy philosophy too much. I don't find any reasons why people, irrespective of the fact they are highly educated, talented, they always fail. The only simple reason for that is they think they are superior than others. Here in this business, you don't have to be highly gifted, successful, educated. And if you are so, there is no surety and guarantee you will be very successful in this kind of business. Even though the people who are less talented, educated, skillful, they can be very successful as compared to you. Because you need to be a follower first. And then you become a big leader so that the others can follow you. You need to find someone who is more successful than you and keep following on his or her footstep, and you will be very successful. So in order to be successful in this kind of business, you need to have a mentor. You need to have a mentor, and you must follow that person for all kind of help, support, guidance, whatever he or she is going to tell you related to your business, related to how to build up, develop this business. You must do all those activities, things. The only way to be successful is only this. That's why we say there's it's a copycat business. Copycat business model. Okay. Third thing is this. A lot of people, they are very skeptical. They don't want their team members to be introduced, to be, get acquainted with their uplines. They just want to educate their team on their own, through their own system. They hide their team members from the upliners, from the senior upliners. They don't invite them for the meetings, training. They don't, include their upliners into the so-called different WhatsApp group, Telegram group, because of the fear and reasons best known to them. See, I'll tell you guys, there is nothing to feel, insecure in this business. If you are having that insecurity, fear, trust me, you are not going to be highly successful in this business. This kind of business is a very transparent, trustworthy, and business full of truth. And there is nothing like when you have recruited someone, that person belongs to you 100%. It doesn't like this. In network marketing, in referral marketing, in affiliate marketing, there is no one in your team who belongs to you. Rather, everyone belongs to all the upline. Because we are connected with each other through different people. If you are going to keep your team away from the active upline, super upline, you are doing more injustice to yourself and to those team members. I see many of my team members, they have their own groups. They want to be in our groups, but they don't, add upliners into their groups. Maybe because of the poor mindset they have that their people can be stolen. This is the poor mindset. See, if your people are going to be stolen, they will be stolen by others. They can be diverted. It means you don't have trust on your people, or your people are not so good, so they can be grounded and dedicated and committed toward this project. We always believe, and I always say that you can, four-footed animal, you can, somehow you can keep that animal intacted and always, intact with yourself. But as far as the human beings are concerned, you cannot, just hold them with you all the time, all the days, all the weeks, all the months. We are all independent people. In network marketing is a kind of industry and work where everybody is totally independent, free from everyone, and each other. And we have enough maturity to decide, to think, and to apply and implement what we feel exactly is right and correct. We are into this kind of business where honesty, integrity, transparency, trustworthiness are the prime, importance. If you are going to build up this business in a transparent, trustworthy manner, and if you're going to help and support your team, unconditionally, selflessly, definitely team is going to feel that thing. And your team is always going to be dedicated, committed to you. Your team is always going to share with you each and everything. And if you're going to help and support your team to the best of your abilities, definitely they are always going to be with you. I have developed a huge team in last 9 years working online, though I'm into this industry for last 25 years. But before 2016, I was working offline, mostly. But since 2016, I developed this, trait and characteristics within myself, in spite of the fact I did not meet majority of my team members living in different countries. I built up a huge network, not only in Rain BNB, but before that also in different other projects. Why? Because I worked on a simple principle that says, I am here to help and support you so that you become successful, come what may. That was my policy. And the people, understood, believed me, because they saw me doing everything what I could do for them. Each and everything. And today also I have been doing. In fact, a lot of people who have been connected, a lot of people have been contacted me from Africa, from Europe, that they have this problem, that problem. They are not in touch with their sponsor, their immediate upline, but they contact me. I don't know. They get the numbers from the WhatsApp, from the Telegram. They contact me and I still help them. For a small thing, my Rain BNB site is not opening. Why? I'm not able to, get royalty today. Why? All these small things. But whenever I get time, I, see to their queries and concerns, I help them, I answer them. So one of the biggest reason why your team is not active, why they are not coming for meetings and trainings, I have observed one thing, because they have become very bored of you. Trust me, being as the single upline, you are not introducing to the senior upline, to their senior upline, to the most competent upline. It is always felt and believed by the people that listening to the same person again and again on the same topic, they feel sometimes bored. Why I always wanted to have different speakers for the meetings and trainings? Because no matter how good you are, or I am, or some other person, but if the same person is talking, telling about the same concept every day, the other audiences, the participants, including me also, will definitely get bored. So you need to have a third party approach always. You need to make others interact with different people. So one thing that I have found missing in many of my team members, especially in Rain BNB, they have kept their team totally aloof and away from the other senior leaders. That's the one thing. They are not inviting their teams for the meetings and trainings. They are not pushing, coaxing, persuading their team members to be a speaker, presenter, as a presenter for the business presentation, coming as a guest speaker to share their testimonials. They are not doing the enough. They are not talking about their success. They are not sharing their dashboard earnings. All these things are creating a disbelief in your people's mind. You are really failing as far as the leadership is concerned. Let me tell you today, the team that is being appreciated, the team that is being acknowledged, the team who has been performing, the team needs you and others when they are down and out. There is no one to console them. There is no one to motivate them, inspire them. There is no one to tell them nothing has happened so far in a bad way. I'm still here with you. You start. I'm going to help and support you, and we can together can make a big comeback, and we will make things happen. So these are the things that everybody is running for their profits, for their benefits, instead of helping team to get, big profits for themselves. If you help your team members to achieve what they really want to have from this business, your achievements will automatically come. Maybe instantly it will not come, but later on, maybe sometime later, few weeks later, few months later, you are definitely going to be benefited. So that's the one area we need to really focus on. We must, take out the ego. We must follow someone who has been working well, who has achieved something extraordinary, phenomenal. We must educate our team members. We must give them the kind of conducive environment using which they can really build up this business. They can be more competent. They can feel the competency. They can feel more confident. They can feel more productive. And how this productivity will come when together you along with your team are going to act and work on a regular basis. Are you working with your team? Most of the people who have been working well also in Rain BNB, they are just working on their new directs, new team. They have left, they have left their old team. They are not in touch with them. They think that they are worthless to contact them because they think they are not going to be active. See, nobody is worthless in this world. Trust me. Nobody is worthless. The onus is on us how to make them, more productive, more powerful. So these are the things we need to work upon. We must correct all our mistakes, what we have done in past few months' time as far as this business is concerned. We are into people's business. We need to give importance, value to our team members. We need to activate them. We need to wake up them. We need to support them, help them on a regular basis. You are having 2 directs, 5 directs, 10 directs. Just focus on your directs. Make them more, productive. And the same thing they are going to do with their directs. This is the business of replication and duplication. If you do with your direct referrals, they are going to do again the same thing with their direct referrals. That's how the system is going to be replicated and duplicated deep, deep down the line. So your job is going to be much easier. You don't have to work from level 1 to level 10, 15, 20, 50. If you're just going to concentrate on your first 4 levels, 2, 4, 8, 16, your job is done. If you're just going to educate your first 4 level team members, and I know it's pretty easy to find these 4 level people. You know your directs. They know their directs. Those second level directs don't know their directs. So you are always in touch with them. You can be in touch with them. You can make a Telegram group, WhatsApp group to interact with them, to find their problems and to resolve them, to give them the solution. Are you doing enough of these things? If you're not doing, how your team is going to perform? So most of us have made some mistakes by bringing in people with beginner influencer rank, and there is no problem. In fact, on Sunday, I heard Winnie saying she joined with beginner, and within a month, she became icon. There was another guy who was saying he also joined with beginner, and after a few weeks, he was at Titan rank. So you can bring in people with beginner and influencer also, and that person can become mentor, champion, director, or Titan icon maybe after a few days or 2, 3, 4 weeks later also. That can be possible. But in order to make that happen, you need to educate that person. You need to make that person to work hard so that the team is getting built up and he's getting the incentives and bonus from the platforms. Using that, he or she can upgrade to the higher rank. So if you're coming with a lower package amount, then definitely you need to work much harder. You need to work much harder. If you're coming with a bigger package, definitely you need to work, not that hard. In fact, if you just keep on duplicating that process with the same package, you are going to earn fast, big money in the form of BNB, and that BNB can be used for the further upgradation. So as your team member is going to duplicate that. So these are the 2 ways you can build up this business. One truth that will remain always, you need to build up your community if you need to find ways to make big profits from the platform. There is no other alternative solution. There is no other way you can get more number of BNBs from this system or from any other system in the world, no matter how effortless earning program they offer to you. But you need to have communities. We see everywhere. Do you find any shop in your area, in your locality, where there is no customer, consumer, and the business owner, the shopkeeper is making big profits? No. Do you find any showroom, any theater, any restaurant, any factory where there is no user, consumer, customer, and those people are making best business? No, you won't find. So how do you expect you to make a lot of profits without having communities, users under your network? That's the hard truth. You need to believe in and you need to accept it, and you need to make your people believe. A lot of people are getting attracted towards easy, way to earn money. And as the Les Brown says, easy coming, easy going. It will not sustain. It will not be for a longer period of time. So if you're looking for some investment scheme wherein you put your money, it's going to be double, triple, 4 times, 5 times in just few weeks, months time, definitely this scheme will put you into scam. There is no other way you can get rich quick but by working and only by working. RainBnB is that platform that definitely you have to work, but the outside in RainBnB system, the amount of work you do and the kind of profits you make from that work, if you do 1/10, 1/20th of the effort and work here, your profit will be 10, 20, 50 times more. So here today, try to involve your team. Try to engage them with different activities. Invite them for meetings, trainings. Encourage them to make testimonies, videos. Tell them to come for the meetings and training programs. A lot of leaders, in spite of the fact I have told them, requested them, suggested them many times, bring your team members for the meetings, sharing testimonies, they hide them. They give them the excuse they don't want to come. If they don't want to come, then they will not earn, you will not earn. It's as simple as that. If you are not earning money, I'm not going to be in any loss. And if you are going to earn more BNBs, I'm not going to be in much profit. Because I am working. If you are not going to earn, still I am earning. So it's not going to affect me much, but definitely it's going to impact you badly. So choice is yours. Choice is yours. And if your team is not coming, it means you have no leadership skills. I'm sorry to tell you today. And then in that case, you need to connect your team with your seniors who have the leadership skill to mold those people, to guide them, to make them more, acceptable for this business. So you need to change yourself, guys. There is something really big missing that is stopping you from getting huge success. The system is perfect. Platform is highly, money fetching. It can give you a lot of profits, but still you are not, getting results. It means there is something wrong in your approach, in your, strategy. You're not doing enough, or you're not at all working. These could be the possible reasons. That's why you're not making profits from the system. So you need to figure it out. You need to find this out. You need to write all the reasons you think could be the probable cause for you not getting, big profits and, big success from the system so far. If you have not earned 10 BNB in last 5 months, it's worthless to do RainBnB. If you have not earned 5 BNB in last 2 to 3 months time, there is no point doing RainBnB. These are the bare minimum income you must have got so far from the platform. And it's time to evaluate yourself. Why do you have exams before the students get promoted to the next class? You don't have exams here in RainBnB. You need to evaluate yourself. 1 month, what was your profit? Second month, what was your report card in Rain BNB? There is no instructor teacher actually. We don't have examination in Rain BNB. But you yourself, as a candidate, as a student and examiner, you can evaluate yourself. What was the purpose to join Rain BNB? Did you achieve? What are the steps you had taken so far? And what are the missing things which has really stopped you from getting the kind of results you're looking for? So you need to ask yourself this question today after this training session, and you need to do something that can help you achieving big results in next 7.5 months, so that 2025 can be memorable for you. One thing is sure, BNB is going to hit around $1,500 by the end of this year. That's for sure. It is around little less than $600. So it can be 2 times, 2.5 times, 3 times in next 7 months time. How many BNBs you want to make from this platform? If you're going to make 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500 BNB, enough time is there. You can really appreciate your wealth in the form of BNB in next few months' time. You need to work on that. Start coming for the meetings and training. Start practicing the activities that are needed to build up this business. Start giving presentations. Try to educate your team members. Start motivating them. Don't say that people have no money, no time, they don't come for the meetings. These are all excuses. It means either you have not educated yourself to guide them well, or you have not met the right kind of people. You have not introduced the right kind of people in your team. So you need to correct either this or that or both. Asians are also very poor. They are not many of them are not educated. But when they can do, why can't you? Why can't you? It's only the willingness. It's only the, effort from your side. You're not working well. You're not active. You're not professionally working here. You're not considering this as a full-time career. You're not giving few hours daily in a disciplined manner. I said in my meeting, discipline is the key word here. Discipline has several, features. Punctuality, it has commitment, dedication, regularity. So if you are disciplined about Rain BNB, you can be successful no matter what results you get. So these are the things, guys. Let's have some Q&A before I end up this session for today. Yes, if you have any questions, you can ask me. You can raise your hand. You can raise your hand and I can unmute you. You can write your question in the chat box. Yes, there is a good feedback came from a person I will not name. He's saying that my problem is that I only know 2 upliners and these 2 upliners are no longer making any activities in Rain BNB. This is the problem. This is the challenge actually here. Some people are active, they want to work, but they know the uplines who are not active. They have indulged themselves in some other get-rich-quick schemes. So in that case, my dear friend, you need to contact some senior upline. They can help you. If you are willing to work, we are here to help and support you in all possible ways. It's your business. You are not here. If someone will help and assist you, then you will do. If the teacher is not going to teach you in a well manner, all the students will not stop learning and, stop studying. They must find some other way how they can learn things so that they can pass with distinction and much more better score. So this is your business. You need to find ways. Yes, Vinny. Unmute.
Good evening, everyone. KK, thanks for giving me the chance. With me, it's not a question as usual, but just to say, KK, we appreciate your teachings day in, day out. Today was one of the most powerful sessions And most of us that are here, especially in my team, I think KK sounded very much like me this morning. We appreciate so much KK. And guys, reach out, reach out. We've gone 100 days already, from January to this time of the year. So reach out to your uplines, just go out there and implement the compensation plan. That's why there is the PDF. And if you don't know how to go about it, contact someone that can help you. Most of you, you know where to find me, and I'm not the only one. There's also other highly capable leaders, okay, that can also assist you. But if it is me, I will be able to help you, because that PDF is not just a PDF. That PDF is carrying so much wealth. If you could just sit down and go through it and understand what you are required to do to get as many BNBs as you can, while you help other people to do the same as well. Thank you, KK.
Okay. There is an interesting question that came from Andre. He's been asking, explain what is the disciplinary manner, how to convince people to participate if you cannot show your profits. This is something like this. You're looking for a job and the employer is asking you, have you got any experience? And you are telling that so-called boss, how can I be experienced if I am not being given a chance to work? See, it's as simple as that, guys. When I started this business, I was not having even a single profit, not even a dollar cent. But people started joining with me because nobody is here to see at your profit. Trust me, it is only your behavior, your attitude, your mindset, your approach that draw people towards you. Trust me. Nobody has, hardly one or two people have asked me in last 8 months to show me your profit before I join you. Seeing the way I present, I talk, I communicate things. When you are going to talk like a successful person, people are going to be drawn towards you. People will get attracted towards you. They will be with you. So if you're saying when you will start having profits, then people will join. How you're going to have profits without people joining you? Andre, trust me. All people who have made profits here in Rain BNB, they have first, got people to join them. And then they started getting profits. Nobody had made profits before anybody joined them. So don't ask this kind of question, because you have believed what your people is asking. That's why you are having this mindset that people are asking me to show my profit and then they will join. Because you don't have conviction, confidence, understanding, knowledge about this business. Don't mind my words, but that's a fact. Had you understood this business, had you, had the complete knowledge about the system and platform, definitely, you would have trained, told, guided, and informed your people the power of this business, and everybody would have joined you. At least 80 to 90% people would have definitely joined you, and you would have started getting big profits, and showing that profit, what you are talking about, you would have made those people who is looking for your profits to join. So this business, is a different kind of system. It comes from within. If you're not prepared fully to do this business, then no one is going to believe you. Do you believe into this business? First, let me ask you this question. If you are not going to have belief in this business, how come the people will believe in you and in this business? Why people believe me? Because I have 100%, not 100%, 1000% confidence, believe into the system. And that's why they join with me. So it's like this, okay? You need to attend several training programs to condition your mind accordingly. There's a question from another guy. RSA_NW, ABE. The many small groups that refuse to work together in one big chat group are detrimental to team growth. New members can be discouraged by these numerous small groups. Yes. See, actually, in that case, you need to have a meeting with your upliners, your senior upliners who are dedicated, committed, and you can, guide them, you can educate them accordingly. You can make your own group. Okay. One more question again came from Andre. How many times do you have to reinvest into the system before you see profits? You don't have to reinvest. Who is telling you to reinvest? Again, this shows, don't mind it. You are saying on the other line, I believe in this business. If you have believe in this business, then you would have not have asked me this. There is no one has to reinvest into the business. You just have to invest only one time into this business. And when you are making the profits, again, you can upgrade yourself. Any business you show me wherein the business owners are making profits, and from that profit, the business owner is not reinvesting into the business. Show me any business. A good business owner is that person, he or she, when you are making profits from the business, some of the money he or she will keep for the daily expenses, family expenses, and some of the money the business owner will reinvest into the business for the growth of the business. If you are not reinvesting into the business, then you are definitely planning your best to die in that business. Rain BNB is all about that. You don't have to reinvest from your own pocket. You are earning profits from the business, you reinvest it. That's why I tell people, come with Mentor Pioneer. Keep recommending people with Mentor Pioneer. You don't have to reinvest from your own pocket. You will keep earning from the system, from the platform, and some of the money definitely you have to reinvest for the upgradation. If you're not going to make the upgradation, definitely you can keep that profit and go away from the business, because you are not going to make profits from your downliners who are going to upgrade before you. That's the law of this platform. And the law of the business system also tells us that you have to keep reinvesting into the business. If you have a shop, showroom, factory, whatever the profits you're making from the business, definitely you have to reinvest some of the money to keep your business to the next level, scale up. So you have to do that. Okay. I would advise you guys to join the Telegram channel, the WhatsApp official channel. A lot of people have not yet joined. Even though we have 731,000 users, only 12,000, 14,000, 15,000 WhatsApp and Telegram users are there. For PDF files, it's already there on the Rain BNB promotional downloads. It's already there. The PDF files, the APK files for the decentralized application. A lot of people from Africa have been texting me in last 3 days time. I'm unable to use my Rain BNB dashboard. It's difficult for me to log in. Why? You don't know to use the decentralized application. We have already launched the decentralized application of Right BNB and Rain BNB in the month of February, 2 months back almost. You are still unaware. Why? You are not coming for the meetings. You are not coming for the trainings. You are not in touch with your upliners. That is the reason. People are still using the very old domain to log into Right BNB. They have no idea about the decentralized application. Who is to be blamed? The upliners, senior upliners, they are not giving information. They have left the business. They have made their downliners totally stranded. So there are a lot of things to be done, guys. Please do look into your downliners' needs, service them, help them. Because if you're going to make them successful, trust me, you are going to be successful automatically. Okay, thank you so much. Keep coming for the meetings and trainings. That is the only way you can be successful. Decentralized application is the best way to work here. It doesn't ask you any permission to give in to it. So you are totally safe, secure. You can work easily and you can change your life. Thank you so much. Take care. See you tomorrow.